Hi everyone, my name is Sandra, and the organization that I chose was the Association of Early Childhood Educators in Ontario, AECEO. The mission of this organization is to build and support a strong collective voice for ECEs so they can participate and influence positive changes that benefits children, families, and communities. This organization advocates for respect, recognition, and appropriate wages and working conditions for all ECEs. They have the campaign Professional Pay for Professional Work that seeks for professional pay and decent work for all the registered early childhood educators, as there are many issues like inadequate wages that don't reflect the level of education and experience that is necessary to provide high quality care. Also, the Decent Work Charter that is based on the four foundations of the document How Does the Learning Happen? And it is very important and very interesting how the needs of the children could be compared with the needs of the early childhood professionals. In response to the federal budget webinar, now we know that there is a big new funding for the childcare sector, but it is more focused on the childcare affordability for families. So the concern for ECEs is if it will be beneficial for them, or if maybe high quality care could be affected in order to be affordable. So I think that it's very important that as future ECEs, we engage in with advocacy organizations like the AECEO to be informed and support them in the purpose of making our profession more respected in working conditions. So as a possible plan, this organization asks people who want to take action to create local decent work communities of practice that are self-managed learning groups that plan and implement actions to increase the effectiveness of the professional pay and decent work campaign. Also, this organization invites employer and other organizations to sign letters, such as the Early Childhood Sector Decent Work Charter, or the open letter to Premier Ford, to confirm the need for improvement work conditions in the early learning sector.
Ontario Coalition for Better Childcare (OCBCC) vision and purpose is to make sure that members are represented, respected, and heard. Ferns and Beto, 2020, page 91. They work to ensure that ECEs are of significance, to support local leaders, build a powerful coalition, and ensure that they raise awareness for quality childcare so that families can afford confidence and support jobs for ECs and workers. Advocate for early childhood educators with parents, researchers, academic experts. The OCBCC advocates for greater wages and working conditions for RECEs and childcare workers. They also advocate for a national or provincial childcare system funded by the government, which includes all of the childcare sector. Advocates with 2 staff members that are local supporters, collaborators, and partners for all families in Ontario. Ferns and Beto, 2020, page 21. My next step in response to the federal budget through OCBCC would be for the 2 staff workers to reach out to networks and make sure that everyone is supporting the federal budget for giving money to nonprofit licensed childcare and paying for partial childcare. It is evident that the more people on board are better outcome they have for the government to not back down and discard the money. It is imperative that everyone advocates so that the government does what they have mentioned. The news is already advocating for us. However, they should be talking to the news live and hopefully telling everyone that it would benefit everyone for the government to make sure that they give money to childcare because children are our future.
Who are they? Childcare Now is an organization that advocates for quality system of early learning and childcare, a public funded, inclusive, quality, non-profit childcare system. Is a non-profit membership base and regional representative. Childcare Now vision. Childcare should be universal for every family in Canada, no matter where they live, and to have access. It should be affordable at any field or no field across the Canada, which will make a difference in helping families. It should be inclusive to meet all the children needs with physical disabilities and mental problems to enough resources and flexibility. To have high quality childcare with highly trained workers and a small number of children per adult. It entails a variety of engaging, stimulating activities and materials, as well as calm play and rest time, all in a secure setting. The purpose of childcare now, they believe childcare is a cornerstone of progressive policy for children and families. Children and families have the right to access a childcare system supported by public funds. Canadians deserve a comprehensive and affordable childcare system that is high quality, inclusive, and non-profit. Families deserve a range of childcare services for young and school-age children. Those working in childcare must have decent work wages and working conditions. The federal government 2021 and childcare now. The federal government is to advocate for universal, accessible, high quality, inclusive, affordable, value early childhood educators and ensuring all families have access no matter where they live across the Canada. According to Mona, the Executive Director of Childcare Now 2021, the new fund is for affordability to bring down the new parent fees, $10,000 per day outside Quebec in the next 5 years, and collaboration with province and territories and federal government to reach an agreement and negotiation. As an early childhood educator, we need to support the organization to inform others about the federal government and the potentials that will be offered, reaching out to other organizations to communicate with their members and get them to support them.
The Canadian Childcare Federation, or CCCF. It is Canada's largest national non-profit, bilingual, charitable early learning and childcare organization. CCCF develops valuable resources such as publications, trainings, and websites. CCCF is a recognized national leader providing a strong and respected voice, engaging the public and governments in an ongoing dialogue to achieve excellence in ELCC, thus influencing policy and effecting change. CCCF is committed to achieving excellence in early learning and childcare. They believe that high quality childcare is everyone's responsibility and makes for better Canada. Their purpose is to improve the quality of ELCC services by implementing services and information for the community. They also support the development of activities in provincial and territorial childcare associations. They provide information and facilitate communication among the members of the ELCC community and others interested in supporting quality ELCC. They develop models, standards, and guidelines for quality ELCC, professional development, and organizational design. CCCF advocates for the following: the importance of quality early learning and childcare as an essential value and right worth protecting and enhancing. The importance of quality delivery of early learning and childcare as crucial elements in the healthy development of our children. The importance of competent, well-educated, well-compensated professionals who deliver quality early learning and childcare with passion and pride. Accessible, affordable, inclusive, high-quality childcare for all, and for the Canada's ELCC workforce, salary equality, including better pay and benefits for ECEs, the recruitment and retention of workforce.
CCCF creates awareness to the ECE community by conducting free webinars with regards to the federal budget. In their official website, CCCF gives information on how to advocate with them. So they encourage everyone to be involved, contacting their elected officials about the issues that impact childcare. The elected officials are members of parliament, members of provincial parliament, members of legislative assembly, members of national assembly. Our response to the federal budget 2021 is to get involved and advocate for our profession. We have two suggestions for you. Number one, advocate for measurable improvements for quality learning of the children. Let's advocate for EDI be adopted across the country. EDI is early development instrument that was adopted by Nova Scotia government to assure that 5-year-old children are well prepared for school. Suggestion number two, let's advocate for training on child preparedness, on literacy and math, be adopted across the country to assure that the 5-year-old children are ready for kindergarten. Together we can make quality changes happen. Let's make a better early learning child care in Canada. Are you ready?